the first things first, we got the last four proof of inspiration.
Yes, we did. So starting with Jungkook, he's so sweet. He would choose those songs though. Like that is
Yeah.
completely such like a Jungkook thing. I love.
I'm so happy that Euphoria is gonna be on the album.
Oh, me too. I love that song so much. Like so much. It's just it makes me happy every single time I listen to it. And
Absolutely.
the way that he just talks about his love for ARMY and his love for his members, it's just the way that he talks about performing just makes my heart
It's
swell.
so inspiring too.
It really is.
Because like he's starting doing this so young.
Yeah.
And yet he's still so passionate about it.
Yeah.
It's so inspiring.
It's so inspiring. Like, I'm not crying, you're crying.
We're all crying in the club.
Stop it! Yeah, his like whole thing, I can't. Also, like him, I just love like these inspiration in general because it gives us such like a beautiful in-depth look at all of them. And
just like with the photos that they chose.
Yeah, like the way that we get to see the members through like Jungkook's eyes is so sweet. Although choosing lip photos, my guy.
It's JK. What did you expect?
I know. Yeah, I love it so much. And then
in contrast we get June.
Junie, oh, he's got such a way with words.
I was gonna say the same thing.
I can't even match it because it's so unique but also so clear in the way that he says
so
things.
Wise.
Yeah, it's so beyond wise. He always has like the perfect way to sum up his emotions and his feelings, and I'm so jealous of that. like I could, here's the thing, like in the moment of things I can like quantify it and then put it like into words and like write it down, but like speaking out loud those thoughts I'm not the best at. Like I can write them down very well, but I can't
I can't do either. Because my brain has too many things to say or like trying to express at once whenever that happens.
Yeah.
And so it's the way that I do like either tell things or like write things. It's what I'm trying to convey is clear.
Yeah.
But my words isn't.
Yeah.
Like they're not. And so I'm very like this is very admirable, and I'm just like I really wish I could do that like June can.
Well, and you know, just him talking about like especially intrapersona of, you know, this idea of like running full speed ahead after debut and not even like looking back at the person you were, but just continuing to move forward. Is so admirable because, you know, you never like take a beat to like stop and think about how far you've actually come in a journey, like whether it's like a work journey or like a personal journey. You never stop sometimes to just like think about the person that I was, the person that I am, and who I've become as a whole, you know? And I love this idea of him adding persona in there because it feels like Map of the Soul 7 was such like an iconic album as it has its own thing, right? Like and to add a song that is sort of like saying like I don't necessarily know who I am, but I do at the same time. Like this is my persona. I've officially accepted myself type of thing. It's like it's so beautiful. And then like Stay, of course, is like another great song choice because
that's basically his like wing to ARMY, but like his play on words with that one. It's like how ARMY stayed with us through everything.
Yeah.
This dude.
I can't. I love it.
This dude.
This guy. Makes
This
guy makes me feel things I've never felt before. Junie!
And then you get Yoongi's.
Yoongi is so
Our
cool. Like,
genius
stop
producer,
it.
Min Yoongi, like
Stop it. Here's
people
the
wonder
thing.
why I love him so much. I
Yeah.
mean, this is a perfect representation, I think.
Yeah. Like, Yoongi is always expressing both sides of himself. Like, we've seen it so many times because his solo music and his, like, BTS music is so different from one another.
Yeah.
And the way that he can just express himself in all forms and still be him,
yeah, just
amazes me.
Like he can be Suga and then can be Auguste, but like at the same time he's still Yoongi.
Exactly. And they're all him.
Yeah.
They all like make up a part of him, which is why
and
I think,
and he just like, I'm here.
yeah. Which is why I think like choosing like Seesaw as his like solo song is such a perfect amalgamation of all of those things, because it's just, it fits so well.
I'm still not over the fact that he chose Seesaw.
I love it so
From
much.
from all of his like solo like BTS songs.
Yeah.
He chose Seesaw.
But I also love the fact that he chose Cypher
Cypher
Part 3
3.
because it's like this contrast, right? You get like this beautifully written, calm song comparative to this like powerful like anthem.
Yeah.
Next to each other, but at the same time it still works, and I think that's like a perfect summary of his personality.
Yeah, it is very Yoongi. He's like, this is like a range of what I can do, and he said it in like his videos, like this is a range of what I can do, and I can do pretty much like anything in between.
Exactly.
And it would still be me.
Yeah.
I also really love that most of his, like, I mean, all of the photos that he chose for his video were like either their mics or like their like performance related and like music related, and it's like this is also like extremely Yoongi. And totally. That's his way of showing, I mean, in my opinion, that's his way of showing how much love he has for the members and ARMY without necessarily just like saying explicitly saying it. He's like, I can do those types of music, this is the I can do in between too, and these like visual representation is like what I care about.
Yeah, totally. And I think it fits so well together.
He isn't in a few words when you think about it.
It's true. Like, the way that he says things is short and concise, but it still holds a ton of meaning. Like, of course, we know, like, June can go on forever talking about something and still, you know, have a very, like, thorough sort of thought process. Whereas, like, Yoongi, I think, anyway, is the complete opposite of that.
Yeah, it's the perfect opposite of June in that sense.
Where it's, like, he says the same words, but it's, like, concise and precise and very, like,
to the point.
To the point. Which I love about him. I think that's like, again, like, such a different way to express yourself, but still being able to do that is very difficult and admirable too.
And then you get sweet Kobe.
J-Hope.
I'm so happy he chose Ego.
Me too. Because I again, it's this duality of like her and Ego.
This is literally just like, it's very comparable to Junie's choices in a way.
Definitely, yeah.
Especially for like Persona and Ego. I have a feeling, I mean, from my understanding, that both of them were basically saying similar things about these songs.
Yeah, because it's one of those things where, like, for Ego especially, you're wearing a mask sometimes and you can't fully like express yourself. But this is like the best way that he can express himself is through music. And I think, like, for our three like main writers for BTS to have their songs be a reflection of, this is who I am when you don't see me, and then this is who I am when I'm writing as a whole. It's just such a beautiful, like, I don't know, it's just such like a,
it gives me the good feels.
It does. It does. I love that Hobie, saying like sometimes I have to hide myself and sometimes I don't want to hide myself, but even the parts that I hide and the parts that I don't, all of them are still me.
Mm-hmm.
All of them are still, together and me, and being able to accept my identity and accept myself and just, who I am just as I am, my ego. Like that to me is just so like profound and beautiful, of like it doesn't matter like if you see something, if you don't see something, all of those parts are still a part of me, and I put that into my music, and us as ARMY, like we feel that wholly. And I think like for all of the members, like seeing the journey of BTS as a whole and as them individually is really why I love CD number 2, because it shows how much they've grown and how much they're individual but also together at the same time. And I think like choosing the songs that they chose makes complete sense as to where they are right now in their like musical journey, but not just like musical journey, but also like their self journey.
I'm gonna bring J-Hope here.
J-Hope. And I loved seeing like a behind the scenes, and this was such like a unique way to show their choice,
Yeah,
like
it was like really like toned down and it felt really personal.
It did. Like we got a like an insider look into things, and then having like it not be like a video, like it's in a video format, but it's really about like the photos and this sort of like
it's like a juxtaposition of like the photos and their voices and
yeah. I honestly I really love that, because having the like disposable cameras sort of vibe to it, and seeing how they view the world through their own personal lenses, I think is the perfect way to showcase the second CD. It's like absolutely, it's brilliant. I love
Moral of the story, I love them.
But it also makes me
sorry.
Moral of the story is I love them. It's true. But I also, it makes me think about like what Run BTS, which is the song that's on that CD, is going to be like, because an amalgamation of all of these songs together.
I wasn't ready for you to say that, Jess. I'm just saying.
I know. I've been thinking about this a lot.
And I've been crying in the corners.
Yeah, like I wonder what Run BTS is gonna be like, because it's like an amalgamation of showing us themselves, and I want to know, like I just want to know what it's gonna all entail, like what it's gonna sound like, especially being included on a CD that's very like personal.
Yeah
Because like CD3 I feel like is like the most personal, because it's a bunch of like demos and stuff that they haven't released yet, but like 2 is very personal because it was specifically chosen for
by
that
them.
CD by the members. Like the first one is very much like this is BTS sort of vibe.
This is our progression as a group, kind of thing.
But 2 is very much like this personal, we chose these songs for a reason to add them onto the CD. And so, I feel like Run BTS will be that amalgamation of like, here we are as individuals, but also here we are as BTS.
Yeah, the way that I've been thinking about it is like CD1, progression of BTS, and then CD2 is kind of like the progression of like each individual members, but together. And then CD3 is like, thank you, ARMY. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I feel like it's like we, me, us sort of situation.
Definitely.
It feels like that. And I'm just so looking forward to hearing all of these things come together.
Yeah, it's in like 2.5 weeks. I just checked the calendar. That also means that your birthday's in 2 weeks. I'm just saying.
I know. I was gonna say something else. With the photos that they chose for each of their videos, there's something in there. I think they filmed one of the music videos out there. I feel like they filmed Yet to Come, because there was like there was some behind the scenes of like a desert and some microphones and a set that we've never seen before. I feel like they're lying. I feel like they filmed something.
Can't really be lying if they didn't really say anything about it.
You know? That's true. That's true.
I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah. But I have a strong feeling that they definitely filmed,
I mean,
at least part.
It wouldn't be wrong. Remember the manifesto for On?
That's true. That is very true.
That is entirely very possible.
Yeah.
Or just like permission to dance.
Oh yeah, true.
So
it's giving me some vibes, because like based on just like what pieces we've gotten from the photos, like there's like a white sort of tent and then some like microphone stands. They're like standing back. I don't know. It feels like Yet to Come will be a ballad that I'm not prepared for.
But not we ever prepared for actual like new music though.
I know, but like
yeah, I know what you mean. Like, don't worry.
Yet to Come. Like, here's the thing. Like, Life Goes On, I feel like we were like a little bit prepared for, because you know, B as like an entire album.
And like the pandemic and everything.
Pandemic. It kind of like it felt like that in a way that we were like, okay, like I understand what's going to be coming. You know, Boy with Love is kind of similar, where it was like, okay, I'm like ready for it. On felt like it was gonna be not like a sad song.
Yeah, but like if Yet to Come is a sad song. I don't
want to say sad, because I don't. Well, sentimental.
That's what I mean.
More, yeah.
What's Run BTS gonna be?
I don't know. That's why it's confusing to me. But here's the thing. I feel.
But then you have like For Youth. Like, what's that gonna be?
I know. But I feel like Yet to Come is like with all of those songs on CD1 being title tracks or like openers to albums. I feel like that is our opener into
our emotions.
Our emotions.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not. But I feel like Yet to Come is like an opener into the rest of this anthology. It's like